Hey Daddy, what are you doing?
Nothing much, just getting set up so we could watch the Stanley Cup Championship game between the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Montreal Canadiens.
In your studio?
In my studio.
I've got a better idea. Come with me.
Let's watch the game live at the Bell Center in Montreal!
Hello everyone and welcome to another edition of Nick's 6, a special episode of Everybody Loves English with me, your English teacher, Mr. Nick. Why do I call it Nick's 6? Well, that's because Nick's 6 are special episodes where instead of one idiom, I'll be teaching you 6 important vocabulary words, idioms, or expressions that are somehow associated with this special event or holiday. I'll start off by giving you a little information on what this special day is all about. Nick's 6 are videos about things that everyone living in North America and learning English needs to know about. Today's subject, the Stanley Cup Playoffs. I was fortunate enough to get tickets to go watch a Stanley Cup Finals game. Even better was breaking the news and surprising my son Aris, who is a lifelong super fan of the Montreal Canadiens. I tricked him into shooting the intro to this video and I surprised him with the news. He was so happy, he had tears of joy running down his cheeks. You can watch that clip at the end of this lesson. The Stanley Cup. The Stanley Cup is often described as the most iconic trophy in sports. In 1892, it was donated by Lord Stanley, who was the Governor General of Canada, as an award to Canada's top hockey team at the time. For NHL teams to even get a chance to compete for the Stanley Cup, they must first play 82 games in the regular season just to ensure a playoff position. As of 2021, there will be 32 teams in the NHL, and only 16 teams will qualify for the Stanley Cup Playoffs. They must compete and win 4 best-of-7 rounds of playoff hockey to win the championship. Teams that win 4 out of 7 games advance to the next round. To win the Stanley Cup, the eventual champion must win a total of 16 games during the playoffs, which can last up to 8 weeks. This is why you see a lot of the hockey players develop a playoff beard. They don't shave until the playoffs are over. It is widely believed that the Stanley Cup is the hardest championship to win in any sport. This year's Stanley Cup playoffs resulted in a David versus Goliath final matchup. On one side of the ice, we have the Tampa Bay Lightning, last year's Stanley Cup champions. On the other side of the ice, the Montreal Canadiens, who haven't even been to the finals since 1993 and were viewed by all the hockey experts as the underdog, the team that was unlikely to reach the finals. Now, at the time of this recording, the Tampa Bay Lightning are leading the series 3-1. If Tampa Bay wins another game, they will achieve their goal of winning 4 games and will become the new Stanley Cup champions. If Montreal finds a way to win instead, the series will be 3-2 for Tampa Bay, and they will have to keep playing games until one of the teams achieves the 4 victories needed in order to become champion. The maximum games they can play is 7, best of 7. So now that you know why all your neighbors in Montreal and Tampa Bay are honking their horns and decorating their homes and cars with hockey flags, let's get to some vocabulary and expressions inspired by hockey. Idiom number 1, to face off. In hockey, a face-off represents the start or a restart of play. Teams face off at the start of each period. A referee drops the puck between two opposing players who are facing each other. As an idiom, it means to confront or compete with someone. For example, the two politicians will face off during a live debate on TV. They're going to compete or challenge each other during the debate. They're going to face off with each other. Idiom number 2. Keep your head up, or keep your head up high. During hockey games, you'll always hear coaches reminding their players and yelling, "Keep your head up!" Players are always taught that it's a good idea to skate with their heads up so they don't get hurt by other players coming to body check them off the puck. Do you know what a body check is? Ah! But as an idiom, it means to stay strong and not be depressed by a bad situation. You can also add the word high at the end. Keep your head up high. It gives a little more emphasis and means you should really be happy or proud of what you've done. Another idiom that we use is keep your chin up. And I know some of you already know that one. Here's an example. I know that whoever loses in the finals this year will feel very unhappy that they lost. But they should hold their heads up high and be proud of everything they accomplished this season. So don't be sad. Don't worry, and don't get depressed. Everything's gonna be okay. Keep your chin up and keep your head up high. Idiom number 3, a hat trick. When a hockey player scores 3 goals in one game, it's called a hat trick. They call it a hat trick when a magician uses his hat to make things disappear and create magic tricks. The only difference is, in hockey, the magic and the magicians are real. No offense, David Blaine. Hockey also has a tradition that gets fans in the arena to throw all their hats onto the ice when one of their players scores 3 goals in one game. It's actually a pretty amazing thing to see. We use this expression when we achieve 3 important victories in a row. We call that a hat trick. Here's an example. When Victoria Beckham gave birth to their 3rd son, a newspaper actually wrote, "Beckham's score hat trick with their 3rd son. 1, 2, 3, a hat trick." Idiom number 4, to drop the gloves. In ice hockey, you may have already seen some players get a little upset, maybe even a little angry with each other, to the point where they start to fight. Hockey is a very fast-paced sport filled with adrenaline and emotion. So yeah, sometimes players get into fights. Of course, this is not permitted and they'll most probably receive 5-minute penalties for their bad behavior. But before they go to the penalty box, you'll see them throw their gloves away onto the ice and they'll start fighting. I'll use a similar expression like before to explain this one. The 2 politicians dropped the gloves when they faced off during a live debate on television. It means they had a very strong debate and they probably even got a little upset with each other. Idiom number 5, HE double hockey sticks. I know this sounds a little strange. Let me explain. Sometimes we use the word hell when we speak, but maybe we don't really want to use the actual word hell. Like if someone says, "My foot hurts like hell," it simply means that his foot hurts a lot. A more polite way to say this and avoid saying the word hell would be to say, My foot hurts like HE double hockey sticks. And just a few summers ago, the Montreal Gazette, an English newspaper in Montreal, Canada, actually described the city's very hot summer weather with the following headline: Montreal heat warning. Hot as HE double hockey sticks. Very hot. And now our last idiom. Idiom number 6. When in Rome, do as the Romans do. No, this one really isn't a hockey expression, but it's an expression I use a lot in class when I try to introduce my students to North American culture. Food, movies, music, and of course, sports. My students joined me online as we watched the Super Bowl together this past February, something they had no clue about and had never watched before. This time, we all watched the Stanley Cup Playoffs together. We started from the very beginning, and everyone got to learn and understand the sport as we continued watching the games. When you go to Rome, you should try your best to learn and participate in the Italian culture. If you go to Japan and you're hungry, don't order a cheeseburger, get some sushi. When you go to a Greek party, don't sit down and wait for English music. Get up and dance with the Greeks and yell, "Opa!" Finally, when you move to Canada, you can still enjoy watching soccer and cricket, but try watching a few hockey games too. Because when you're in Rome, do as the Romans do. Did I forget any hockey expressions? Are there any other ones that you think I should have included in today's video? Also, do you watch hockey or have you recently started watching it? Tell me what you think. Let me know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed today's little hockey lesson, please remember to hit subscribe and then hit that little bell to get notified every time we upload a new video. Now, I'm not sure yet who's going to win the Stanley Cup, so congratulations to both teams for getting to the finals. They've both played amazing hockey to get where they are. Just like you've done a great job improving your English and getting to where you are. Keep watching TV, keep listening to the radio, continue practicing, and you'll keep improving. And do you know why? Because everybody loves English. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you soon.
Hey, Daddy, what are you doing?
Nothing much. I'm just getting ready to watch the Stanley Cup Finals between the Montreal Canadiens and the Tampa Bay Lightning.
In your studio?
In my studio.
I've got a better idea.
A better idea? Like what?
Why don't we watch it in the living room?
In the living room?
Yeah.
I think I've got a better idea. Why don't we watch it tonight live at the Bell Center?
Yeah!
I'm not joking.
What?
I'm not kidding.
You got tickets?
We got tickets.
Really?
Really? I'm not kidding. You want to go? You sure? Come here, Jason. Go Habs, go! Go Habs, go! Go Habs, go! Go Habs, go! Hey.